Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome back to our channel Learning Board. Today we are going to do chapter number 4, poem Amanda. Yes, students, we can pronounce it as poem as well as pom. Both of them are correct pronunciation. So what is this poem Amanda is all about? Amanda is a little girl and she keeps on committing, like obviously most of the young kids usually do. She commits common mistakes and since she's committing these mistakes repetitively, her mother, keeps on nagging her for her mistakes. So this poem is about the mistakes she does and the naggings she received after her mistake from her mother. So the poem has been very intelligently, very smartly written by the authoress, poet Robin Klein. Robin Klein is an Australian children books author. You can even pronounce the surname as Klein. Robert Klein or Robert Klein is a children books author from Australia. Okay, so this poem talks about Amanda. Let us go through it. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. Now, if you look at the opening paragraph has one word, Amanda, with almost every line in the first stanza. So this highlights the stress on the central character, Amanda. And in the closing two lines of the first stanza, you could see that alliteration is pretty clearly visible. So in this poem, not only I'm going to give you the simplified meaning of all the stanza, I'm going to share all the poetic devices which the authoress has used over here. So in the last two lines, if you look at it very carefully, stop slouching, sit straight, are four words all starting with the same consonant S. So what is alliteration? Alliteration is a repetition of consonants, repetition of the same sounds, and here it is repetition of the consonant S. So alliteration is very smartly used by the author in the first stanza. So in this particular poem, the first stanza is the nagging by the mother, and second stanza is the imagination which Amanda has in her mind. She is fed up by the constant nagging by her mother and she wants to escape this world. She wants to escape that nagging from her mother, that constant nagging she wants to escape, and she, in order to escape in her mind, imagines in her own world what she wants to be. So the second stanza is an imagination of the opening stanza. Here she imagines there is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. If you could read the second stanza, in this there are keywords like languid. Languid का मतलब होता है calm, relaxed. Emerald is green color, so हरे कलर का समुद्र है. Where the sole inhabitant is me. Soul का मतलब होता है only one. Inhabitant means the one who lives over there. So what she is thinking that she is the only sole inhabitant in the emerald sea. Okay, in the calm emerald sea. And she is a mermaid. Mermaid क्या होता है? Half girl, half fish, है ना? जल मछली जिसे हम कहते हैं, जल परी जिसे हम कहते हैं, तो वो जल परी के रूप में अपने आप को देखती हैं. एंड शी थिंक्स दैट शी इज ड्रिफ्टिंग ब्लिसफुली. ड्रिफ्टिंग का मतलब होता है मूविंग एफर्टलेसली, ब्लिसफुली, अनडिस्टर्बडली इन दैट पर्टिकुलर एमरल्ड सी. एंड देन शी कम्स बैक टू रियलिटी इन द थर्ड स्टैंजा. डिड यू फिनिश योर होमवर्क, अमांडा? डिड यू टाइडी योर रूम, अमांडा? आई थॉट आई टोल्ड यू टू क्लीन योर शूज, अमांडा. So you could again see the word Amanda is ending every line. So there is a stress on the chief character, that is Amanda, the girl, and the scolding is again coming up because she has carelessly not finished her homework, not cleaned her room, and she has not even cleaned her shoes. So in this particular stanza you could see that, and in fact the above stanza you could see that mermaid is the characterization she has thought about it. Here again we can talk about one more poetic device, that is allusion. So what is allusion? Allusion is a reference to a person, place or a thing. So in her imagination she alludes to being a mermaid. वो अपने आप को एक mermaid के रूप में देखती हैं. So that is the poetic device is called allusion. ALLUSION. Now continuing with the fourth stanza, I am an orphan roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. So in the imagination she thinks that I am an orphan. She is fed up of being nagged by her parent, her mother. So she एक बच्ची है. So she is thinking that let me be an orphan roaming the street. So she is thinking that as if she is an orphan, nobody is there to nag her, nobody is there to scold her, nobody is there to tell anything to her, and she roams around in the street. And while roaming around, she make patterns through her बेयर फीट, अपने नंगे पैरों से बेयर फीट पे मिट्टी पे, जो बारीक मिट्टी है वहां पे सड़क पे, उस पे सॉफ्ट डस्ट पे पैटर्न बना रही है विद माई हश्ड बेयर फीट. हश्ड मीन्स क्विक बेयर फीट. हशिंग का मतलब होता है, द वर्ड हश्ड मीन्स क्विक. Here again there is a poetic device used by the author. The silence is golden and freedom is sweet. The three words silence is golden is one and freedom is sweet two. These are metaphorical usages by the poet. So what is metaphorical usage, or what is metaphor? Comparison between different things. So when we compare silence and golden, these are two different things. But what the author is saying, silence is golden. Silence is as precious as a gold. Gold refers to preciousness. Silence is as precious as gold. Freedom is sweet. So here freedom is referred to as something which is sweet, which everybody wants to get. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? So again the scolding came that you are eating too much of a chocolate, it will bring acne to your face. So since the word acne is used, we could presume, or we could assume that this particular girl is either have entered a teenage or is about to get into teenage, because acnes are very common during the teenage or close to teenage. So in response to that, what she imagines, I am Rapunzel, I have not a care, I live in a tower. In a tower is tranquil and rare. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. Now the word Rapunzel comes from a German fairy tale, where there is, if I have to talk about the German fairy tale, in that original fairy tale there was a very beautiful girl and she was imprisoned in a tower where nobody could enter. And finally what she did, in order to escape, she grew her hair and she laid her hair down so that the rescuer climbs through her hair and rescues her. But what Amanda is thinking, that she wants to be Rapunzel. I am a Rapunzel, I have not a care, मुझे कोई संभालने वाला नहीं है. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. यहाँ पे मैं एक अजीब rare life जी रही हूँ और वहाँ पे tranquility है. There is no disturbance, there is complete silence. I'll certainly never let down my bright hair. She wants to be Rapunzel, but she never want that her hair to be used by somebody to climb. So she do not want her hair to be used as to climb. Here again the poetic device is, she is referred to Rapunzel as an allusion. So what is the allusion? Allusion is reference to a person, place or a thing. So she has referred herself as Rapunzel. So finally the closing stanza says, stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. Now mother is getting irritated and she said that why are you sulking? Sulking का मतलब होता है नाराज होना यानी शिकायत करना. तो कह रही है तुम शिकायत करती रहती हो अमांडा, यू आर ऑलवेज सो मूडी, और तुम बहुत मूडी हो, है ना. एनीवन वुड थिंक आई नैग्ड एट यू अमांडा, और हर एक कोई ये सोचेगा कि मैं आपको नैग करती रहती हूँ, मैं आपको टोकती डांटती डपटती रहती हूँ. दिस इज व्हाट द मदर फाइनली सेज टू हर. सो इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल and straightforward poem whereby there's an emotion of mother as well as there is an emotion of daughter. If you look at it in a way, mother is not intending just to scold. Mother wants that her daughter should be doing the things correctly, she should have a proper systematic life, whereas the daughter thinks that mother is constantly nagging her, she is bothering her again and again, which she finds to be an interruption in his life, and that's why she wants to escape and she gets into her own imaginative world. दोनों अपनी जगह बच्चों एकदम सही हैं. मदर जो है वो चाहती है मेरी बेटी अच्छे से सब चीज़ करे, और बेटी चाहती है मदर जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा मुझे जो टोकती रहती डांटती डपटती रहती वो ना करे. So that emotional contrast has been shared over here. Make sure that you go through all the keywords like language, which I have shared. Drifting is moving slowly. Patterns, you know very well, and tranquil is calm and composed, again, which I have shared. So usually what could be the questions which could be asked? The questions in this type of a poem could be asked as about the main character Amanda. They may ask like, what do you think is the age of the character Amanda? Why do you think that she escapes into an imagination? Why her mother keeps on scolding her? What is the reason for that? Why she thinks that she is an orphan? वो इतने unique तरह की thought process क्यों करती हैं? And again there could be a question, who are talking to each other? Who are the characters who are talking to each other? Then you can reply that Amanda is a little girl and her parent, her most possibly her mother, is talking to her. Why she wants to be like a mermaid? Why she wants to be why she wants to be like that ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है. Why she imagines her to be an orphan, another question could be asked. And the third question is, although she thought herself to be an Rapunzel, why she has written that I don't want to let down my bright hair? That could be another question. And other questions could be, what type of a life this girl wants? What are the various imaginations this girl has done in the poem? Could again be the question asked. And they can even ask you what this poem is all about. What is the major objective of this poem? What the author is trying to convey. Here we can talk about that there is a tussle, emotional tussle between the parent as well as the daughter, and that is being portrayed by two contrasting stanza one after another in the poem. I hope students, you have been able to understand this particular poem, and make sure that you take care of this particular poem, reread it 2 to 3 times, and it's an easy poem, and I would rather point it out that it is an important poem because the outcome is very simple. Everybody could write about it. In CBSE you will always find that the entire paper will be divided into 3 types: easy, moderated, difficult, and difficult questions. So into easy and moderated difficult question, this particular chapter, this particular poem fits in, and I really feel that there will be definitely a question from this particular poem. So make sure that you go through it, keep on revising this particular video 2-3 times, and make sure that you give a like to this video and share our video, as well as share about our channel with your friend circle, and be regular to our videos. Make sure that you are subscribed to our channel, press the bell icon, and be the first one to get the upcoming videos. Have a great time ahead. Happy learning. Bye bye. Take care.